What's up, y'all? It's Shuffle, and this is a video on Darkest Dungeon 2. So this is a week 1 video of early access, so things are subject to change. But for right now, if you just got the game on Epic, and if you use my creator code, thank you very much. A lot of people have been saying they've been using it. Very cool stuff. If you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. All that normal YouTube stuff, check out the box below for links like Epic and Discord, Twitch. Very important. I'm streaming like every day for the next couple weeks. But yeah, so for this video, I'm going to give a quick overview of the heroes. I played each of them a few times now. I've beaten the game 3 times, and I feel comfortable enough, at least with their base kits. I don't have everything unlocked. That's going to take a long time. But for what you get and start with, I think this is a good starting point. So for Plague Doctor, you could probably consider this character akin to Vestal from the first game. She has more decision making, which I like. I've gotten most of her stuff unlocked. I have one more story event to do, but she does decent blight damage. Blinding gas is insane still for a different reason. This upgraded gives a combo token and dazes the enemy. Combo token is very good, so for characters like Leopard especially, and some other ones. But for all intents and purposes, Plague Doctor is a support unit. The blight attacks help, like Noxious Blast and Plague Grenade. They're a bit weaker overall. So for most things that you're going to be doing with this character, it's usually blinding gas, ounce of prevention, maybe some healing, and then throwing in damage when you need to. Incision is... it's okay, like it's something to do, but this is like the first thing I take off. Battlefield Medicine, very good. You can heal dots. Sorry about that. You can heal dots as well as cure or heal the person. 3 uses. So this kind of double dips. It's either do I want to cure dots or do I want to heal the person, but this is on pretty much at all times. Ounce of Prevention. This move on its own isn't that strong. Like the buffs are nice. They don't matter that much though. You get dot resistance and then you get disease resist. But this thing upgraded is a run carrying button. It's very silly because the way the game operates right now is that stress healing is very important. It's more important than the first game, I would argue, just because it's very hard to mitigate stress on the road. And this does it, so once it upgrades, it's a guaranteed chance of removing 1 stress from your entire party. So because of that, if Plague Doctor's on the team, this is usually the first upgrade I get at the first in. The other benefit of this is since it hits the entire party, you don't get the negative relationship chance because you're not singling someone out, but you also get the chance of positive relationships or just none. So this is just a net positive in all cases, and it's an amazing button right now. This is probably one of the first things I would expect to get nerfed. For the other stuff, Indiscriminate Science, I'm still testing, and I don't have the rest of her stuff here, but yeah. So Plague Doctor, mostly support units. Upgrade Ounce of Prevention first, upgrade Blinding Gas second, and this character will do pretty good for your entire run. She can fit into most teams. Grave Robber, naturally I maxed her out first, but Grave Robber is a character, she's a damage dealer once she gets mastery, but she's not like how she plays in Darkest Dungeon 1, where she's like a lunge bot. I'm still testing out the movement builds on her and stuff, but Pirouette's really good. I think this move's very strong. Absinthe and Dead of Night are very powerful as well. This upgraded gives you the 75% dodge token, and you can just hit it whenever, so she can just dodge tank. I watched someone finish the final boss by just spamming Absinthe once the other characters were dead, so she can do that. Dead of Night, once this is upgraded, it heals for half your life and gives you a stress heal, which is awesome. The other good move on her is Poison Darts, go figure. So the best upgrades for her are probably Darts and Dead of Night. So I usually go for those first. Thrown Dagger is actually not good this time around. The crit chance goes up quite a bit once it's upgraded, but the damage goes up to 3 to 7, I think, which is very bad. Pick to the Face is okay. You should still keep this on just in case. Flashing Daggers is actually a decent move, and it's not for damage, it's for shaving off tokens. This is pretty good if the enemy stacks a bunch of dodge and block tokens, and you can just ping them off with Flashing Daggers while still doing a little bit of damage. So it's very good. But Poison Darts, very good damage move, and the way to play this character is really to spam darts and then self-sustain with these two. The rest of it is kind of a work in progress. Grave Robber can go into most teams too. She can be anywhere from 2 to 4 in the party and do just fine. Highwayman. This dude is a damage monster. He's very good. Duelist Advance upgraded, very strong, gives him a dodge token, I believe. Take Aim. Take Aim by itself is very strong, and then Take Aim upgraded is one of the best moves. Wicked Slice is pretty good to get around DBR, Deathblow Resist, and Pistol Shot's okay. Pistol Shot upgraded when it hits a combo token gives him a riposte charge. That's really nice too. But pretty much this character is dual advance, pistol shot for like reach and stuff, and then take aim. Point blank is okay. The rest of the moves I don't have yet, so I can't tell you, but I heard highway robbery is really good. Highwayman can go into most teams. You can put him in any slot in the party, he can find something to do. For Man-at-Arms, this is another character much like Plague Doctor that can carry a run if you're just starting out. And the reason is Bolster being upgraded has a chance to remove 1 stress from the entire party. So it's a 50% chance per person. So if this hits 2 people a turn, that's great, but you have to upgrade it. And it's the same reason that Ounce of Prevention is very good. Since it hits the whole party, you have a chance of getting like more positive relationships and pretty much no chance of negatives, if I remember correctly. Crush is also good. Don't sleep on Crush. The ability to hit rank 3 is really good. Upgraded, this does some pretty solid damage. Bellow is pretty strong to ping off tokens, and removing riposte is very nice. And then Hold the Line is pretty good. I think Hold the Line's also a pretty good move. His starting kit's very strong. I would say Man-at-Arms is probably one of the best starter units. I would say Man-at-Arms and Plague Doctor are the 2 best starting out. And then Leopard's a pretty solid third, and Highwayman. So I think those 4 characters right now are, I don't want to say strongest, but they're the easiest to use and you get the most out of them for like the smallest amount of investment. But I like Man-at-Arms. Hellion, I haven't upgraded her stuff yet, so I don't know how good she is at the end. But Hellion is a character, she really needs damage trinkets. One of her class trinkets is called Empty Stein, so if she's in rank 1.
Beneath bloodlust and fury.
I shouldn't have put her up there because the dialogue.
Shame.
But yeah, having Hellion up front, she gets 25% bonus damage if she's up here. And that's pretty good. So as long as she's up front and has like 1 or 2 damage trinkets, she'll hit for a decent amount. If it bleeds, got nerfed pretty hard, so she doesn't have her Omni reach at, you know, the whole time anymore. Wicked Hack's okay, so is Iron's 1. Toe-to-Toe is also good. But Yop kind of sucks right now. Cat's meowing. Runaway is a very flexible character. I like her a lot the more I've been playing her. She does burn damage, which is cool. Her base, like without mastery, she's solid. Smokescreen is probably your first mastery, because once upgraded, this is vulnerability token, combo token, 2 blind tokens, and it's got a small cooldown. This thing is nuts. So if you want to use Leopard or any character with combo synergy, being able to blind someone for 2 turns, give them 50% more damage received, and the ability to combo off of it is very, very strong. So a lot of times, since Leopard blinds himself, we'll talk about Leopard in a sec, hitting them with Smokescreen before by giving, you know, Runaway some speed is very good. So putting this on them, Leopard doesn't care about being blinded anymore. He hits them for a ton of damage. It's, with Chop upgraded, it's 9 to 24, I believe. And that's if he doesn't crit or has a strength token. So Smokescreen, really good. Run and Hide, this gives her restoration, so 3 HP per turn, I believe. Upgraded, so that's very good too. Hearthlight, this is good for pinging off tokens on the enemy side and just stalling basically. Ransack, this is like Puncture from Shieldbreaker, and then Cauterize is very good with Occultist. But bleeds are also pretty common. So Runaway, pretty good out of the box, probably best in slot 2, fits into most teams. Really good with Leopard. Jester, also very good with Leopard. I know a lot of people like Leopard, that's why I'm highlighting it. But Jester is a combo machine. Razor's Wit and Fade to Black both give combo tokens when upgraded, and Fade to Black is very strong to blind someone. Blind is a very powerful mechanic so far. It's just really good in general. And then Razor's Wit is okay. Slice Off, pretty good upgraded. This just gets more damage, and it vulnerables the enemy, or gives them vulnerability token. Battle Ballad got nerfed very hard. It's no longer just massive tempo gain on your entire team. You don't get all the speed and stuff like that this time. You just get to move the person forward once, and they get the 50% bonus damage next turn. The times I use this the most is actually to fix my team's positioning. So sometimes you have Leopard that gets knocked into rank 3. So if Jester's up here and then you have, or here and you have Leopard and he ends up here and then gets knocked back, or Jester gets pulled, for instance, then this can fix you, which is really nice. So this is the primary purpose of it. The damage is just a bonus, and I believe once it's upgraded, it has a chance of a crit token, which is usually not worth it. The movement's really good on this though. Inspiring Tune also got nerfed very hard. They have to be at 6 stress for this to go off, and once it's upgraded, it heals for 3 stress, and then it also takes off Horror if they have it. So Inspiring Tune's okay. This is usually a late game upgrade for me. But Jester has gone from Battle Ballad and Stress Healing Spam, which is what he's really good at in the first game, to instead being a combo machine. So the way to play Jester, at least right now, the starting kit, is to probably put him in rank 3 to open with Fade to Black, because that's actually a better move. And then you upgrade this also. So once you get the upgrade on these two, he can just put a combo token on someone every single turn, which is what helps Leopard. And then the rest of his moves I haven't gotten to yet, but you know, when I get there I'll let you know. Leopard. Maxed out everything on Leopard, but Leopard is really, really good. So Leopard in this game starts off as a tank because you really need masteries to open up Leopard. The reason is that once Chop gets a mastery token, it ignores blind. So he blinds himself when swinging, and then enemies like to blind him too, especially if you're taunting. So Leopard starts off between the valley and the first area, mostly using Withstand to just take hits, and then, you know, maybe Purge to get rid of bodies, because I think even if Purge misses, I think you can still delete corpses, which is good. So usually he's hitting Withstand and he's just taking hits, and then uses Solemnity to keep his stress down and his health up. Reflection, pretty much a stalling move. So if you want to really take the 2 turns to set him up, you can use this and then use Chop. But his kit's pretty good. I haven't used Revenge yet. I haven't used Bash. I haven't used Break, but I haven't used Ruin either. Like I said, first area, you're spamming Withstand. Once you can get like 3 or 4 mastery points to open him up, you're gonna upgrade Chop, and he's pretty much good with Chop and maybe Withstand upgraded until the Mountain. So once you get to the Mountain, maybe you might upgrade Solemnity, but he really doesn't need much. He just needs the Chop upgrade mostly. And then, like I said, since this ignores blind with combo token, give Jester some speed, upgrade these two, just put combos on the front people the entire time, and then Leopard's just gonna do a lot of damage. So Leopard's pretty good, really good tank, really good damage dealer, just late game damage dealer, not early game, but tank pretty much the entire time. You can also get the -2 stress with Solemnity without healing, so you can just hit this and keep his stress down. So as long as you're just tanking, Leopard feels really good. Occultist, I don't have any of his stuff unlocked yet. He doesn't really need upgrades except for Reconstruction. So Reconstruction, once it's upgraded, it heals up to 50% of your life, and the bleed goes down to 2. That makes it a bit better to use. And also, since you're at risk of bleeding your team constantly, you have Runaway, who can cauterize and cure bleed. So as long as they're bleeding, you get the heal. So these two, you spend 2 turns and you can actually heal a good amount of HP. Damon's Pull combos from the start, which is actually very good. So again, with Leopard or other characters, you set more combos. Let's see, Roof Spaghetti, artillery is pretty good. You know, pings off tokens, does okay damage right now. Let's see, and then Stab is interesting. This character, he gets this, you can't see it in this menu, but this is like, I forget what the token is called, but it's like unmitigated power or something like that, where per little burning fist token, he has a chance of burning himself at the start of each turn, which is really, really, really bad, honestly. But a lot of his later moves and his upgrades that he gets, they get stronger the more of the self-burning tokens that he has. So he's a very interesting character that I need to open up with. But otherwise, you can put Occultist probably in rank 3, so we don't have Hands from the Abyss to start with, so there's no real reason to put him up front. But Sack Stab is solid enough. And then Weakening Curse, I believe once this is upgraded, this is also a combo token. So I like Weakening Curse a lot. Reconstruction needs an upgrade. It's very bad without it. Like, the only time you use this is if you're literally the last round of the fight and you know it's going to end and someone can be healed by this, then you heal them with it. Because starting off, it's just way too dangerous. But if you run Runaway with them, then it gets better. So that's, I think, it for this one. This is just a brief overview of each hero. I think if you want to beat the game, I think just putting Plague Doctor, Man-at-Arms, and Highwayman on the same team should get you there in most cases. But otherwise, really fun. I like the diversity in the characters and the builds. They're all pretty fun to play. The mastery upgrades all feel very impactful, which I like. And just gotta hit those hero shrines, sadly, and max out your favorite units. So that's it for this one. I hope, you know, even though it was only a week 1 video of about 15 minutes, it was informative enough. If you enjoyed the content, stay tuned. I will be making more stuff going forward. I have a starter guide in the works. I don't want to call it a starter guide, like starter tips. I think it's too early to be making guides, but these are just my observations from how we've started so far. So, like I said, if you enjoy the content, stick around, follow me on Twitch. You know, I'm there most days of the week. Join Discord, talk to some cool people. Use my Epic code. Thank you. And that's it for this one. And I'll see you next time.